Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good. Sorry, I'm a little hot and sweaty. I just got done chaining up the load. But I wanted to talk to you guys about what an average week of hot shotting looks like for me, money wise. So I went ahead and I wrote everything out, which I get paid in like a PDF format, so all my expenses and everything are on there. But it's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, so I wrote everything out. And so I'm going to tell you guys some real world numbers of, I mean, this is a pretty typical week for me. So my gross total, so this is from Tuesday to Tuesday is what my pay period is for the company. So it's Tuesday to Tuesday, and then I get paid on Fridays. All right, so any load between Tuesday and Tuesday is what this is referring to, and this is for last week. So today is Friday, so I got paid today. My loads were for the following Tuesday. So before everything, so my gross, or the company's gross, because I'm leased on that company, so their gross from what I made for a 7-day period was $5,800. Okay, so 7 days I made $5,800. Now, my company, they do all the DOT paperwork. They do all my IFTA paperwork. They take care of everything. So I pay them a percentage to run under their DOT number and use their dispatch service. So they're the ones that dispatch me out, and they're the ones that take care of everything legally. So they take 20% off the top. So 20% off the top is their fee for that. And then they take 5% for the trailer. So they cover all the maintenance on the trailer. Any tires, let's see, the hubs, I mean, all that stuff, and then the brakes that are getting ready to get replaced on it. They cover everything, so I don't have to worry about any trailer expenses. So that's 5%. So right off the top, every single week, I lose 25% off the top. Geez, how many times am I going to say that? All right, so after that, my pay is $4,350. So my initial take home is $4,350. Now, we do have a fuel card. So that's what an average week would look like with that before my expenses. We have a fuel card, we have roadside service. I have to pay for my ELD each week, and my insurance, and my pre-pass that I just got. So $4,350 is what you're looking at. And then my fuel for that week, which I did a lot of miles. So my loaded miles was the miles that I had to load on my trailer for that week was 2,965 miles. So that's not counting any deadheading. So on average, I run, that's about that's $2 a mile. So $2 a mile before expenses is what we normally try to hang around. So that's not bad. So my fuel, so that's quite a bit of loaded miles plus my deadhead miles. My fuel for last week was $1,358.53. My roadside service, so the roadside company that we use, that we can call anytime, they don't charge us a fee for it, that's what we pay weekly for, is $17 per week. My ELD is $8 per week. And this is something that the company that I just seen on this paycheck this week, was that they are they're pulling out my IFTA money per week now. So that way you don't have to try to pay it in at the end of the year or anything like that. So they're pulling it out per week. So for my IFTA, for the states that I was in, it was $38.50 for last week. And then my pre-pass, so my pre-pass covers all my tolls and my bypass, all the way stations and all that. So that's not counting the tolls, that's not counting the cost of the tolls. So my toll cost for last week was $60. My pre-pass fee to use it weekly is $25. Okay. And then my insurance is $250 a week for my commercial insurance. And then food. My food, so I didn't eat out at all last week, actually. So I spent $55 at a meal prep store in Oklahoma, which if you guys go back and watch some of the other videos, you'll see that. And then I had $30 of food that I meal prepped at the house before I left. So my food, which I didn't eat at any truck stops, I didn't eat no candy, no gum, no nothing. So it was $85 for the week. So if you add everything up, my fuel, my roadside, my ELD, my IFTA, my pre-pass, my insurance, my tolls, and my food, it came out to be well, it was about $1,800 is what we're looking at. So I started with $4,350, and then after all my expenses for the entire week, my official take home was $2,541.63. So I don't know if that helps you guys at all, but there's the big number. So $2,500 a week is what it comes down to, and that's after all my expenses is 100% paid. So the only thing that I have out of pocket after that is going to be my weekly truck payment, which I pay monthly, and then any maintenance. So a lot of guys that I see on some other channels, I'll give Truck and Travel a shout out. They put up their weekly truck payment, and I think it was like high 300s or somewhere right in there. And some of the guys were commenting saying that, oh, you'll never be able to keep up with the payments and this and that. Well, whatever the case is, I pay extra on my truck. I don't know what what they pay, or if they're just making the regular payment. It doesn't matter. It's not my truck. So I pay $500 per week. So it comes out to be $2,000 per month. But I do a lot of miles. I average over 12,000 miles a month. So I pay $2,000 a week. My truck payment per month is a little over $1,100. So $2,000 a week, and the way I figured it up is I kind of did like how many miles. So 3 years I would have about 350,000 miles, and I wanted to have the truck paid off no later than 3 years. So I think I'm on pace to do it in like 2 years and 9 months or something like that. 12, 24, 48,000. Yeah, so a little over, like a little less than 3 years is what I have. So I have it on pace to have my truck paid off at about 300,000 miles on it. So that's just how I do it. I make enough. I mean, obviously, if I have bad weeks, or I take a vacation, or I take the week off, or whatever the case may be, then I don't make the full $2,000 payment. I'll do like $1,500 or $1,750, something like that. But on average, I try to do $2,000 a month on my truck. So that drops me down to $2,000 in take home. So that's kind of what some real world numbers look like for you guys of what you can make doing Hotshot. So after all my expenses, which my expenses are extremely low, I didn't stay in a hotel the entire week. So $2,000, $2,000 a week take home. And then I take taxes out of that also. I take out 20%, which a lot of guys say you don't have to take out anything because your expenses will be so high that it'll kind of counterbalance, especially when you do the depreciation on your truck and everything that goes along with it, your mileage tax that you get from the government, your per diem tax that you get from the government. But this is my first year doing hotshotting like this. So I'm running under a 1099. And so I'm just taking out 20% also. So if it comes back where I hardly owe any taxes, well, I'll have a $15,000 bonus essentially to myself sitting in my bank account. So I take out 20% also. So sometimes it looks like I don't make that much. So you take out 20% of $2,000 and you're looking at $1,600. So $1,600 a week take home after taxes and expenses and truck payments and everything. That's still a good paycheck. I don't know too many other jobs where you're gonna go and make $1,500, $1,600 a week. So you guys can do the math on that. You guys can weigh out the options of what your bills look like, and if it's worth the money, if it's worth the headache of being away from your family and everything week after week and month after month. So, but that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll just go ahead and get it posted for you guys. So if you guys want to see more videos, or you guys want to follow me along week to week with my expenses or my loads, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and press that like button for me. So all right, guys, take care.